G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. Today we're going to murder this jerk right here, and then hopefully everyone else that happens to inhabit these ruins, because, well, we have reason to believe that they're bad people. You know? Don't have any better reason than that.
Dead on.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
So that guy could see us. I mean, he didn't do anything about us, but he could see us. Which is interesting. Sometimes this game has a very strange idea of aggro radiuses.
Not a problem.
What do we have? Okay, now you should all spread the fuck out.
Hey.
Also, how about we have you charge in, and you steal him.
Yeah. You're mine. Just say the
Okay, you.
word.
There we go. That's the kind of thing I want to do. The ability to steal someone is so useful. You are so dead.
Just say the word.
Okay, that worked out pretty good. Even if the puppy dog fell over again, because puppy dogs have a tendency to do that. Although I keep calling it that. It's not actually a dog. It is a wolf. Oh look,
I'll have this open
difficulty
in
8
no
lock.
time.
It costs 1 lockpick. Or 3 lockpicks. Really? Whatever.
That'll do it.
Okay. That looks important. Do you want to go further and look around, or do we just want to head in? I think we just want to head in. As you approach the blood pool, the viscous liquid churns and bubbles. You feel essence rising to the surface, reaching out to you, whispering. Someone should clean that up. A place of death. We should not linger here. A bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. He may be a sniveling, cowardly in his ways, but is never lacked for focus. Sniveling and cowardly in his ways, right. This is the work of something foul. We should keep moving. Extend your soul to the blood pool. The faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. You imagine yourself surrounded by 100 men and women. Their naked flesh is scourged and bloody, or skinned and covered with flies. Their eyes are missing, replaced by glittering black stones. What's this? Another soul come to rage and burn, or merely watch? You may be a long time in waiting. Our work today is already finished. Who are you? Nobodies. Serfs, and thralls, and whores used and thrown away. Almost all we had was taken from us, but what little remained we gave here. Our fury burned within us, unquenched and unfed, but hate can be fashioned into a weapon by those willing to pay the price. In life we were weak, but in death we made another choice. Choice carries power. And now you can escape. You can now escape your oppressors and move on. Or to defend innocents like you. There are no innocents. Even we, mistreated and downtrodden, gladly forfeit our innocence for revenge. It is a shame there's nothing in you we could use. Hold, I would know what you've done here. The pool itself begins to ripple, and the sound of dissonant chorus, perverse laughter that breaks in your ear. The lapping blood stirs a large metal cage half submerged in the center of the pool. It creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusted pulley, as if waiting in answer to your question. Wait, let me ask you more about this place. The time for questions is over. Watcher.
Let's see what's in
Also,
here.
I'm gonna pick this lock, even though it'll take more.
I'll have this open
Really?
in no time.
But I've got tons of lockpicks. And why does... Okay, whatever. And the pool is still and quiet now. So why is that door open? So we could have always come in that way.
They should be
Delightful. That's why I should have been sneaking. Always be sneaking. Crypt's Master Key, Final Journal of Jonas. My son, tomorrow I become the effigy. Tomorrow I become Skane's embodiment on the aura. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all while working the fields as if our hearts were content. Skane teaches us to plot with the mind while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slave is our whetstone, our focus. In his worship, our cause finds focus, clarity, and possibility. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skane does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting, but a son deserves to know how his father died. For I have volunteered to be the effigy. Skane will inhabit my body, using this old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I have been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning I will be your father in name only. My manhood will be removed, my nose and ears removed, and my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flint stones through which Skane might see the world. My son, I am sorry for the lies I have told these past 3 seasons, but Skane demands secrecy. Even your mother knows nothing of my furtive service to the quiet slave. Curse my name if you must, but never weep for me, for I die for the betterment of our community, to smite our lord's corruption from the face of Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip, for tomorrow I become the effigy. Yeah. Delightful. So, yeah, that's a ritual. Burn. Feel thy hatred twist within thee. Feed thyself on its bile. Sustain thyself on its anger. This hatred, this bile, this anger, these shall be the tools for thy rebellion. Let thine heart see that there is no satisfaction in open confrontation. Hide thine hatred. Let it grow that it may fester. Make thy plots in secret. The quiet slave stays in the shadows. His face seeks not the light. In darkness doth he work, in darkness doth he move. Rebel against those that seek to control thee. Rebel against those that seek to remove thee. And we'll take those lockpicks too, why not? There'll be traps this way.
Feels near.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Didn't even see that trap?
Quiet.
Am I just lower level than is desired for this place? Just die! Now you also die.
Catman's down.
Death to our enemies! Yeah. You... Just say the word.
Ah well. That's annoying that, but that was kind of inevitable to have happen sometime. And he's out of health. So we're gonna have to rest soon. Because when he's completely out of health, he will
Can
die.
do.
And there is no resurrection that I know of. And so just the calendar. That's kind of interesting world building stuff, but mostly irrelevant to us. Okay.
Just
Do we
say
want to
the word.
rest? Do we want
Need
to
something?
basically leave him behind? Really? You're gonna... Oh, right,
Will
I
do.
see. That wasn't
Just say the
always a
word.
path open to us.
Hey,
Just say the word.
Ah, but
Just say the word.
what's the bet that there'll be another trap? Ah!
Something over here.
Ah, Papa, I'm really sick of that. Why? Am I literally doing these at too low a level? Oof. I think I might be, honestly. So, do we push through? Do we rest? Do we put down some traps? I think we put down some traps regardless.
hey,
If we could put down multiple traps, that'd work out fairly well, but I don't think we can.
Just say the word.
Okay, God. I would like you. To fuck right off.
hey.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, you. Quiet mother. Puppet master him. You. Get that guy and everyone murder him. And then everyone... Really?
Of course.
Let's just have you two fight it out for the moment. Thank you very much.
Just say the word.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Hey,
Didn't actually mean to grab him. And yeah, just murder, 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 murder. Thank you. Now murder, 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 murder. Murder, murder, murder.
hey.
Your thought.
Recall agony on you. There we go. Dead. And of course, they ran through this doorway, completely failed to set off the trap. Is it because the trap wasn't
That'll
right on
do
the
it.
corner? What the fuck?
I'll go on ahead.
Should not be
Your thoughts
that
must flow deeply
frickin'
indeed.
difficult for a trap
Ready,
to get
Watcher.
set off.
Ready,
Why do I
Watcher.
even bother?
Yeah?
Just say the word.
And here we go. So I'm definitely going to reload that quick save at this point, I suspect. A large bull-necked man in a hood helps a young elven woman down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh
You
blood.
may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion.
The girl sobs into the back of her
The
hand.
transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters
I
over.
really wish I knew, like, I had that. That would be really interesting. What's going on here?
Subversion. The black sheep cousin of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn. I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
Heron said he was taking her to Ina's Rest to find a suitor, but a few pieces of his story didn't add up.
Did a bit of digging, did you? That's more than can be said for most. Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid
I figured she was preggers, but
she's his niece.
really?
And she's carrying his child.
Such evil as crisis has wrought, to force a child on the daughter of one's own blood. Unthinkable. Why would he do
Heron's
that?
own wife's delivered nothing but hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece.
Couldn't he have gotten a child by some other
Not a
means?
highborn heir. Even if he disposed of his own wife by some means, what family would marry their fertile daughter off to him? You can see the problem with this foolishness about blood and birth, I hope.
And animancy is part of your plan to destroy him?
This isn't just about Heron or the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often
fucking,
insulated
that's
from
ridiculous.
the consequences of their actions.
Yeah, so you're
Charged
forcing
essence
a...
of dozens of maltreated slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way. People won't be able to look away from Heron's
Yes,
sins.
they will, because they will be focused on her. Seems like a lot of trouble to go to when a simple lynch mob will do. They don't get a lot of things right, but this kind of thing they know what to do with.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Heron. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. Foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association.
Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Let me touch her mind. I can free her from this snare, as well as the memories that hold her captive. Do it. The grieving mother bows her head. Thank you, Watcher. Feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Elise does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion, and the air around her rings with the sound of chimes. At last she collapses, her energy spent, the stain throbs in her mind. For just a moment, Elise's eyes close. When they open again, her expression is blank, but as she takes on the scene before her, you, women, and the machinery in the strange dark room, her confusion turns to fear. She lets out a choked cry.
Kill them. All of them. If she can't destroy Heron, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
Sheesh. Okay. Hide. Let's see if we can do this. So we start off by stealing women. You attack the Mindbreaker. You Actually, let's see. Also, there. You get the preacher, and I will bash in on the sentry. Which one is this? Shit, that hurt. She's tried and failed. Thought that'd happen. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to load that quick save and then we'll just skip through it. Because I gotta rest. I just do not have... Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button, just in case you need it.